Welcome back to the Auto Insider, where you come to find out what's new, what's hot, and what's not in the automotive industry. This week, we headed off on a trip to Dallas, Texas for a volleyball tournament. Yep, we got to spend 4 days in this car, but mostly in that place. We did get a little bit of shopping in, as you can imagine, teenage daughter, and we even made some stops at all the local eateries and hung out with family that drove down from Oklahoma to cheer us on. Of course, there was a lot of fun to be had on this trip. Again, the shopping bags. But we were here for business, and this RAV4 hybrid kept us on task. With this wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, we had our ways for directions to get us all around town. And now it's time to see what Mama thinks about this SUV for our 16-year-old. Well, she'll be 16 in a few months. You've been driving about 5 minutes now. I think it's a good choice for sitting in for a first-time driver car.
Based on my short experience with it, yes, I think it might be a good selection for her. It does sit up a little higher, which I appreciate, and it does have a lot of the safety features that I think we're looking for her in a car. So I'm going to go with yes right now.
So you don't feel like this hybrid setup with the CVT transmission, you don't feel like this would be a hindrance to her acceleration?
I don't want her accelerating quickly, frankly. So, yes, it's perfectly fine for me, for her. My concern was whether it was going to be too large, but I think this is manageable for her.
So what do you think, sitting in the back seat? You think your friend be cool in the back seat of this car for the years?
Yeah, there's heat seats back here, and there's two fast chargers. Space. Let's go.
But the bag is blocking the AC vents like you always say it does. So does it have vents on the side or no?
No, it is not.
So now your AC vent is blocked by your volleyball backpack.
That's a bummer.
So what's the only thing about this car you would change if you were going to get a RAV4?
The color.
What color would you want?
Black with black rims, blacked out windows, black interior. I want my car to look mean.
You wanted to look mean.
Yeah.
What if you wanted to be black?
It's the first time I've ever heard anybody say they wanted a RAV4 to look mean. Toyota, pay attention. Some of these kids want a mean looking RAV4 that gets 34, 35 miles per gallon. But for the record, we did actually get closer to 40 miles per gallon in our city and highway drive around the Dallas metro area. But most of our time was sit idling here in front of this building while we waited between volleyball matches. You volleyball families know what I'm talking about. But good thing this RAV4 has decent capacity here on the interior. And when it started to feel a little bit tight, push the button and we had the panoramic roof, which lets loads of light in, and some kind of way it makes the cabin feel larger. And for any of you wondering, yes, that front part does open so that you can even get the fresh air in. Second row lacks a little bit on space, but it's fine for a teenager. We have AC vents and 2 USB charging ports to keep them entertained. This 10.5-inch touchscreen works well. You also have 2 climate controls for your front seat passengers, as well as 2 USB-C fast chargers for your front seat passengers as well. My wife made really good use of this shelf here just above the glove box, and my daughter made good use of this side by the steering wheel, testing to see if her wallet and AirPods will fit there if she happens to get one. This soft tech leatherette interior, not luxurious, but it does appear to be durable, and we expect it to be long lasting. You have power seats for both front seat passengers, as well as power door locks, power windows, and window locks, as well as your other controls here for things like heated steering wheel and your power trunk release. The only way you know that this RAV4 is a hybrid is this little blue accent in the logo here, and maybe the one on the logo in the back. But we did have the limited hybrid, so this one was loaded with all the goodies, including these crossbars for the roof rack. So in case you find yourself needing to take more luggage to an event like this, you have a way to carry it on top and still be able to fit everybody inside. Here in the parking lot, it looked good along with all the rest of the SUVs. We really like the limited wheels and the badging on here. Kind of gave it a sporty, almost luxurious feel for an entry level SUV. What's not entry level is the convenience. You see that one kick of the foot, the hatch opens, and then there's enough room here for all the things that we brought, plus the things that we bought while we were here. And once you have it all loaded up and covered with this cargo cover, push a button and this power tailgate goes down. Really spoils you when you're buying a vehicle like this. Well, for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, then download the SoundCloud app and listen to all of our reviews in their entirety. And maybe get an inside view of another one of our volleyball trips. But I know what you're thinking, Daryl, is it hot or is it not? We'd have to put this RAV4 hybrid on our hot list. Where else can you get 40 miles per gallon in an SUV that'll carry 5 people comfortably and get it at a price tag under $50,000? I know what you're thinking. That may be a lot for an entry-level vehicle, but don't think of this RAV4 as just entry-level. This is one that could take a family for a really long time.